Hey guys, it's Erin. Today I'm going to be doing a poof tutorial, and recently this has been getting requested a lot to do a poof tutorial even though I already had one uploaded, so I'm assuming people forgot. So I did go ahead and delete the old one because I think I've gotten a lot better at poofs because in that video I was not that good at them. So let's get started. I'll show you guys what you're going to need. You will need some hairspray, lots of that. I don't know why the lid isn't on, but whatever. You're going to need a bow if you want to. I just think it looks better with a bow. You are going to need some stuff to tease with. So these are the things I recommend. I recommend a wide tooth comb, or a, whatever this is called, a comb, a teasing brush, and just a regular brush. This is optional, but I like to tease with it, so that. You are going to need 1 or 2 regular ponytail holders. Just depends how thick your hair is. You're going to need one of these clear little ponytail holders. I don't know if you can see that, but it's there. And then you are going to need lots and lots of bobby pins. First things first, you need to section off your hair. I usually go right here by my eyes, like the outer corner of my eyes, and I go out just a little bit, so like that. So you kind of go in a shape like that. And then what I recommend doing is bringing it down like this and making sure that it goes in a U shape. So if you can kind of see that that's like in a U, sort of, it's like really round, like there. That's what you want it because it stays more round. So then you are going to take the rest of your hair that you're not putting in a poof, and you're going to take it back in a low ponytail and just tie that off, just to get that out of the way. And then you are left with the hair that you are doing your poof with. A lot of people start from the front and then go back, but I like to start from the back. So I just take my comb and take a little section, keeping it pretty thin because if it gets too thick then your teasing won't be good. And then I just bring this all to the side. Then I take my hairspray. Okay, my hairspray is broken, by the way, so it teases for a really long time. Then I take my brush and I just start teasing it, starting like middle and then pushing down like this so you can get a very good tease. And these back sections, what I'm doing now is that's when you really want to tease a lot. That's really when you're going to get volume. So you really just need to focus on teasing. It doesn't have to look pretty, but it just needs to be big. Your front pieces are the pieces that you don't want to tease as much because they need to look prettier. But these pieces are really where you need to get your volume from. And then take your hairspray and spray that. So I'll come back to you guys when I tease everything. Okay, so obviously I still have these pieces left, which is just a thin little layer. This would usually be 1 layer if you're going to tease it, but always keep that last layer to put right over it so you don't see the tease. So take this and just go ahead and brush that back, and then you can hairspray it. And then take your teasing comb. And the reason it's good to use a teasing comb to smooth it over rather than a regular brush is because the bristles are really soft, and so it doesn't brush out the tease. It's not strong enough to. It'll just smooth it over very well. Okay, so now just take it and lightly like pull it back with your hands, and this is when you're going to take that little hair elastic, and you can also use a bigger one, but it's just better. And so I find where the teasing ends, making sure this is all even. Hold on. Okay, so making sure it's pulled back evenly, all of it. You are going to find where your tease ends. So mine ends like here. Take this, and this takes me a few times usually. It doesn't. I don't usually get this perfect on the first try, but that's okay. Put it on and then push your poof forward. And as you can see, mine looks kind of weird, so I'm going to go ahead and do that again. Yeah, that looks a lot better. So now you're just going to kind of comb it. You can hairspray that. Again, lots of hairspray. That's very important. So now we're going to start bobby pinning it. And so just bobby pin anywhere that it feels like you should put a bobby pin. Some people think it's weird if you have too many bobby pins, but if you put your bow close enough to your poof, it will cover the bobby pin. Comb it over, make sure it feels secure, and then hairspray the pieces where the bobby pins are, because that's gonna just act like glue so it doesn't start coming undone. Something else you can do if your poof starts falling is take this part of your comb and pull it up. You can also do this when you tease it. And I'm not going to do it too much because I don't really need to, but that's a very good tip. Okay, so after you're done with the poof, very gently take out your ponytail and lightly brush. When I brush my hair, I take my finger and I push the bobby pins forward so that it can't get pulled back, because that would be bad. So I just start brushing random pieces up with my hands. Sometimes I take a brush and do it if I have a lot of bump. You have to make sure that your ponytail is right up on your bobby pins, because otherwise your bow isn't close enough and it just doesn't look good. So make sure you get it as close to the poof as you possibly can. So yeah, alright, I think mine's there. So I'm gonna tie it. It's okay if there's a itty bit of space because the bow will most likely cover it, but you just have to make sure it's close enough where the bow can cover it. And then you can also test it by, like, before you put your bow in, like, just set it there and make sure it'll work. And I think mine will. So, and then I just tie it around a few times. I usually do it 3 times if it's an older bow and I've worn it more. But if it's a new bow, I'll only do it twice so the ponytail doesn't break. Just a tip. So just a tip, if your bow is like kind of leaning back or you're scared that your bow might come off, take one bobby pin and right here where the bow splits, like how it's like a V, take the bottom one and fold it under and push it forward as close to your poof as you can. Take that bobby pin and stick it right on the bottom thing. Pull your ponytail higher or tighter and it'll hold your bow's tails down, and also it'll hold your bow on a little bit better. So that's a very important tip and I would strongly recommend it. We're going to start on the ponytail. Now if you're going to curl your ponytail or if you haven't straightened it yet, go ahead and do that before we start. So I'm not curling mine, but if you're going to curl it, then curl it, tease it, touch up any curls. Okay, so flip your ponytail over your bow and your poof. And pretty much we're going to be doing the same process that we did with our poof. And be careful because you don't want to pull your poof down. So just take a little bit of a section. Hairspray. Ah, it got stuck. Tease. And obviously tease the bottom the most. Same process. You want the top smoother than the bottom. Obviously I still have these pieces, but this I'm not going to tease. You're just going to simply lay this over the rest of your tease. Like this. And smooth it over. Your last few hairspray sprays and your last comb throughs. You are done with your poof. So you always have your big poof and your big hair. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope this helped you with your poofs and your big hair. If you guys have any more questions, just comment them below. DM me on Instagram, kick me, tweet me, anything. I have my Instagram and Twitter on my banner, so if you go to my channel, I have the links to those on my channel. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye!